be courage, be value. I get up every morning and say, Father, thank you that this is going to be a great day. Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. I've had this show scheduled. I'll tell you, between this rain, I've been in rain for about 3 weeks. Allergies flared up. Even when I was in South Carolina, the pollen was so high. But I want to do this show. And this show saddened to me. But we're going to pause for one moment. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a doctor, but I'm putting you on a very strict diet. No more worry, no more doubt, no more. Another person, same situation, something good is going to happen. They become attracted. They become favored. They draw in the goodness of God. Hey, TNT. How you doing? Hold on. Let me turn down. Turn off the TV. They're feeding the negative. They become more discouraged. Look, how you doing? This trouble didn't come to stay. It came to pass. I know it's only temporary. Okay. So, what I wanted to talk about this morning. Yeah, hey Joshua. I can't get well neither. I've been in rain for 2 weeks. It's so I want to start my show off with my parents didn't allow me to stay at friends' house. I couldn't do the sleepovers. I couldn't do that. And I can remember being really mad with my mom now. Now there was one family that I could stay with, and that was Mother Eartha Foy, where I was good friends with Ruby and Cassandra, and then they would spend the night at my house. But just to say I was going to go to a sleepover, that was not allowed. And when I think about it, my parents knew, like, they didn't trust us with trust their kids. I was with my cousins a lot. That's why we were all close. Because I was raised with my cousins. And we were told, y'all cousins, don't be touching each other, playing doctor with each other, and all of that stuff. Yeah, I saw that, Joshua. Quiet on the set. Hey, flamethrower. It's the dark side of kids' TV. And it's a docu-series that uncovers the toxic culture behind some of the most iconic children's shows of the late 90s and early 2000s. And what you have is Dan Snyder, who was married to a lot of the kids on the Nickelodeon channel. You know, 2024, I hope people are getting this message. Everything, and you really can't say everybody because, well, yes, well, yeah, everybody, they're being exposed. Now, they are letting us know what's going on in Hollywood. But then we can go a step further and we can say, but this goes on locally. You have your priest, you have the Boy Scouts, you have all forms and walks of life dealing with kids where what you thought was good, we find out it's bad. Hey, Ren Rock. And so now I'm going to, be honest. Growing up, I love different strokes and all of these shows with children in them. It's a lot of shows. That's My Mama, Good Times, The Waltons. I'm telling my age now. But to think that what these children went through is terrible. I hope people are taking heed to the message that you can't trust everybody with your children. Now, I can say some parents, when they say some parents have actually sold and pimped out their kids. Not all parents. So we want to make that clear. Trust and believe. If you had a talented kid and you could see it in them, and you know your child can go further, of course, you know you want their dream to come true. And I feel so sorry for the parents who trusted. There she go, Ryder. Good, I'm glad you're here. Let me drop the link. Let me drop the link. So, how do you protect the child? It seems like every form that you have, and this is saddening to me that all of these discoveries are being made, and these children were being used as somebody's personal object. It's sad. Now, a lot of parents have sent their children to stay with families to be trained for the Olympics and different things. This is what they've been doing. You got Justin Bieber's mom, and you know, they let their kids go stay to further their careers. The year of 2024 should tell parents, it should send a message. Do not send your child anywhere. If you can't be with your child, don't send them anywhere. Oh, Winrock, you was done like that with your stepfather. Wow. My heart hurts. See, because what people don't realize is when things are done to children, they have to carry this around for years. The term hurt people, it applies. Do everybody get the help that's needed? No. Some people force the memories, try to block it out, and go on like nothing happened. And then they'll have something that will trigger them. Now, I want to make my stance. I need my audience to know. I support R. Kelly. I don't support the behavior. But then when you dig deeper into his life, he was molested by his sister. You know, this stuff gets deep, okay? Dan Snyder, who was the producer of all of these shows, you know, things might come out, you know, and I'm sure people hate him. You know, he's sick. How could he do that to kids? And then once you dig deeper, there's probably a 90% chance that he was abused as well. When I tell people I have sympathy for everybody that's involved, it's on the Investigation Discovery Channel, Nevada. More than likely, that person was abused themselves. I mean, people, you just don't grow up knowing how to do this type of stuff. Hey, Jessica, you just don't grow up doing this. Most of these people were abused themselves. Then we want to say, oh, they should get the treatment they needed. A lot of us did not get the treatment we needed for different things that happened to us. Yeah. Now, and they do trust and believe the abuser. They have a price to pay. Hold on. Hey, Ryder, how you doing?
Blessings, Miss April. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I've been sick and I said, let me do this show.
I'm listening. I was listening to you,
Oh,
but I know you dropped the link, so I came in to
okay. Did you want to give your input?
Oh, I gave my input on this, John, and you on point on what you're saying. You're not off point. You're on point. Like yo,
Yeah.
like people really need to dig deeper. But one thing I wanted to add into that, John, is that yeah, some of them do it because they probably was abused. But
Hmm.
like when it like the Dan Snyder situation, I'm not gonna say, and I can't say it that he was abused. There's no like proof out there for that. But what
Right.
proof is the proof that is out there is that he was an alcoholic. So like he was drinking on set with these kids, with these minors and stuff like that. Something that a grown ass adult should not be doing. So it's kind of like, oh, you see
Right.
where I'm coming from? So in his situation, could it be learned behavior?
Hmm.
So I mean, it's kind of
Learned
crazy.
behavior. Yeah. And then, you know, parents, you need to talk to your kids. I can remember telling my son and my sister, if anybody touch you, you better tell me. I don't care if they tell you that they'll kill me. They might tell you they'll kill me or anybody. If you don't believe that, that's a lie. People have got you got to sit your kids down and you got to tell them.
Oh, you do gotta sit them down. I'm sorry, I didn't mean. I just wanted to interact real quick, like chime
Hmm.
in real quick. You know,
Yeah.
I'm a survivor, so that is a tactic that the abusers use. I'm gonna kill your parent if you say something, or I'm gonna do
Hmm.
something to this person. My abuser came as far as to he didn't hurt my mom, but he hurt my brother to the point where he had stitches more than 3 times in his head. So when he did it the first time, I shut up. When he did it the second time, I was fearing him. When he did it the third time, I was scared shitless.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, that is a tactic that they use, and I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna tell you that it works. It works
Hmm.
until you break that fear. You got somebody like somebody the people that was around me that helped me break that fear, helped me speak up because I didn't know how to. I was really that scared. So I tell
Right.
people my stuff is out there and stuff like that. So yeah, like people think that like these people just like these kids give in or some of these kids are fast asses or blah 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 or they looked for it. No kid looks for it. And some of these kids ain't fast asses. Like some of these kids are out here. You see where I'm coming from? Not every kid is fast. Not every kid is out here knowing about, sex and all that stuff. Like I mean, I could break it down even deeper, but Miss April Shower is on point. So I'm gonna let you finish what you were saying because it's crazy how people think it's something when in reality is another way.
Right. It's a whole nother way.
Yes, and
As
you are on point.
parents,
So that's exactly like,
you got to sit down and talk to your kids. Um, this is hurtful because it just seems like in all walks of life, all of these scandals are coming out with kids, have been messed with. You remember the Boy Scouts, they settled. I mean, everything that's supposed to be good has turned to be bad. Hey,
yep. There's no more.
Ron.
Hey y'all, what's going on? I just wanted to step off in here and give my little input. I'm driving
Okay.
right now. I'm on my way to a funeral, but I was done like that in my childhood by my stepfather. Every time we would have company, he would make me sing for them.
Hmm.
Whenever he took me places, he would make me sing for them. If I didn't sing, I'd be punished. Um, it was just a terrible situation growing up. But a lot of people ask me how have I become a singer? And I became a professional singer, not by choice, but by force. And
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
my stepfather made me do these things, and I didn't get paid for it, but it made him look good. I mean, if y'all ever seen that movie that they made with Aretha Franklin, all those things that he was doing to her, making her sing with his company and stuff, I was done like that.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, yeah, a lot of kids, a lot of child stars, they was forced by their parents. Um, and it's not a good thing because later on in life, it's really damaging. Um,
Did you find I mean, your stepdad, did he see that you was a great singer?
yeah, he already knew it. He already knew because he's heard me sing before. So the first time he made me sing, I didn't take it as I took it as okay, I'm gonna sing. Let these older adults really hear me sing. But after a couple of times he was making me do it, it started not becoming fun. It started being
Okay.
like I was, I started feeling like I was made to do it. So I would sing and I wouldn't really put no force into it because I really didn't want to do it, so I didn't really put no emphasis into it. But
And
if
what
I
was he
didn't,
doing? Passing the
yeah,
hat around for
yeah,
tips?
and if I didn't sing it the right way, then once his company left, I got in trouble for it.
Oh Lord. They say
Yeah,
allegedly that's how Joe Jackson was.
yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah.
why I can. That's why I can relate to the Jacksons. I can relate to a lot of the child stars that got in the profession. They didn't get in the profession by choice. They got in the profession by force.
Wow.
But I got to get off here. I just want to get on here and
Okay.
cause you struck a nerve when I came on here and I heard you talking about it and I was like, wow, it just
Mm-hmm.
shocked me because I know that you in the music, you've been in the game too, April. And I know and you've seen things like I've seen things, so everything that you see in the music business is not always peaches and cream. I just want to let everybody know that it's not
Right.
all peaches and cream what y'all think it is.
It's really not.
It's a
And,
lot of
and
crookedness. It's a lot of crookedness going in your face. It's in your face. If you don't know what's going on in the music business or in the business period, you won't even know it's going on right in front of you. That's how bold some of these execs are. That's how much they don't care about you. You are not you're just a number to these labels. You're just a product. I just want to
yeah.
get on here and let y'all know because I take that real serious. Thank you, April, for tapping in on this subject because a lot of people need to know that a lot of these child stars they didn't dream of being that. That was their parents' dream. A lot of parents live their dreams through their kids, and that's not great. That's not a good thing because it ruins the kid later on in life. It ruins the kid, and you try to forget about it. But when you see certain things on TV, singing it up, it's a lot of stuff that just triggers it and makes you think about it again.
Wow.
I appreciate you, April, for having me up here.
Okay.
Hello to the chat. Blessings to everybody. And I'll
So
talk at
then,
y'all.
like, just one last question.
Yeah,
Did you ever find any joy with singing?
yeah. As I became a teenager, I found love for it. I started loving it. And then,
Okay.
but after a while, that's when I started getting into really group singing, and I met these people that became my godparents, and just so happened they were songwriters for Atlantic Records. So it was like everything fell into place. But it was something that I really grow. I had to grow into loving it.
Mhm.
Come on, lady. Yeah, I had to grow
Wow.
into loving it. But yeah, like I said, after a while, I wound up loving it. But not it wasn't like that at the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
Wow.
Thank y'all for having me on. Thank you,
Okay.
sis. Love is love.
Okay.
And I'll talk at
Same.
y'all later. Thank y'all for having me on.
Okay. Thanks, Windrock, for coming up.
You good? Thank you.
Okay.
This-
So, and when you think about it, like growing up, I'm telling my age again. Shirley Temple was like the child star then, and then find out um, and they say everybody from Walt Disney allegedly this stuff was going on, but
It ha- it's happened on both, I think, on both platforms.
hmm
Because Orlando Brown and Raven, they did That's So Raven on Disney, and
hmm
all the was on Nickelodeon, but the majority of the shows were also on Disney. So either way you
Yeah,
look at it, it was happening in both places. And if you look at
yeah.
Disney, they known for, rituals and all that stuff.
I
So
hope
it's
parents are taking heed. I hope people are
yeah,
just taking heed to what is being revealed to us in the year of 2024. I mean, you gotta be learning some lessons from everything that's being exposed. When you hear these stories come out, should no parent sit their child alone to be with these people?
that's a fact.
And they've got enough technology now. Hey, you better videotape my child in some type of way, put them in the show. Technology has advanced. What makes me so upset is all of these children that have been affected. They actually grow up, they become teenagers. You know, they might choose the route of drugs, alcohol to numb the pain. People don't ask to be drug addicts and alcoholics or abusers. So we've got more people walking around carrying pain, and that's the sad part. Like they didn't get to play with dolls and toy soldiers. They were actually the dolls and toy soldiers for other people fetishes. I don't know what to do. The children are our future. I mean, I'm just heartbroken. Like, what's next? You know, we've had the priest and everybody messing with children. I don't know. Does anybody have any solutions? Uh, I think once they find out, maybe they need to chop their thing off. Now, I'm going to tell y'all a story. This guy here that lives in Lockport, Joliet, Lockport, they're like right by each other. And I knew his family. And this is a true story. You know, I be as truthful as possible. This guy's name, should I say is, well, he's deceased. Okay, so we had this guy here in Joliet, Illinois, and you probably can Google his name. His name was Cliff Harris. And involved in scandals, he had stole money from the church. Um, and I did not know that he was messing with little boys. What was it? Last November, Cliff was found murdered in the suburb of Chicago, Harvey, Illinois. They had cut his penis and balls off and shot him in the face. He had a closed casket. Come to find out, he had given um, AIDS to a kid or teenager. He was still messing with underage boys. And he thought, I guess, by going up to the suburbs, I'm not going to fool with no kids here in town. I'm going to go to the suburbs and I'm going to do my thing up there. Well, his thing landed him with a closed casket. People start doing that more. I bet you some of these people start thinking twice. I mean, I was in shock. I did not know that Cliff had this history. I knew he was a thief, but I didn't know that he messed with little boys. And yeah, so, hey, I would be that type of person. If I found out you mess with my child, something got to happen. I'm gonna, you gonna be reminded. If my son came to me right now and told me somebody did something to him when he was a kid, something got to happen to him. My revenge. I wouldn't be waiting on no laws of justice and all of that.
It's a
But
fact. We build caskets.
yeah, I'm sorry. Now, therapy. A lot of people don't go to therapy. I know for our race of people, we think we got to pray about everything. Uh-uh. Baby, you need prayer and therapy. We want to pray about everything. No. Uh-uh. Yeah, just be that Catholic Church. That's a mess. And I do believe, isn't sex like normal? Isn't it normal to have sex?
But in the Bible, it says, y'all shall not have sex unless y'all married. So
Right.
that's why I
Well,
be
honey,
telling people, like, I tell people, like, my whole life I've questioned the Bible. I don't question God. I question the Bible because I've had questions and people can never really answer them the way they supposed to. Like, if this is saying this, then why are we doing this? Why are we seeing this, and why are y'all teaching us this? I can't get a real answer.
well, the Bible is made up of stories that was told that's still going on today. But it shows you everything in the Bible too. You got prostitutes, addicts. These same people existed back then. But see, we like to cover stuff up too. That Roman Catholic Church, they paid out a lot of money. A lot of money I mean, instead of them, when they heard about these priests that was doing this to boys, they moved them around. Like, no, they should have been removed.
They do a lot of that in them churches, and then they want to make us think like we crazy. We ain't hear that. Da 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 da. No, we heard exactly what we heard. Y'all just covering it up real fast.
Y'all, people do a lot of covering up. If you know somebody is wrong, why ain't nobody calling people out on their wrongness? That's what I'm having a problem with. Y'all was wrong, but don't nobody want to call nobody out. They don't want to say nothing. Nobody wants to say nothing. Don't nobody want nobody to be mad at them. Don't nobody want to start a family feud or a war with these people or that. Call them out. We gotta start calling these people out on their behavior, especially when it comes to kids. Now I do know one church here. You had one of the men that was talking to an underage girl, and the parents they reported him. He went to prison. He sure did. Yep. So
Yeah, that's
when
a
it
fact.
comes when it comes to kids, it shouldn't be nothing that's gonna stop you from protecting your child. And then when you find out, like I say, they would know me. They would know me. And it's so heartbreaking because these people grow up so hard to hide it. Then they try they try so hard. A lot of them try so hard not to become that person that they end up becoming the person that they didn't want to be. Yeah, yeah, you're right. People, they trust too many people with their kids. Trust nobody. Trust nobody. And I'm not saying that to be mean. Trust nobody with your kids now. If you can't be there, then they just can't go.
That's facts on
If
top of facts.
you know, if you can't be there, then it just ain't happening. Yeah,
So
Charlene, you are right. See, therapy therapy helped me with some things that I had happen to me. And like I say, in our race, we think, oh, you pray about everything. No, you need therapy. You need to sit down and talk to somebody, set down some goals. You need to, if you need to hit that wall and say, I hate them, and I mean, it's a lot that comes with therapy that will help you deal with things.
Yeah, that's a fact though. But you know what's crazy, Miss April? We live in an era where, like you said earlier, everybody is making excuses for everything. It's like,
Yeah,
you know that I be talking about this a lot, right? And everybody's
yeah.
like, well, Rachel, the world's about to come to an end. Nobody cares. Da, 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 da. I'm like, really? That's all y'all worried about? The world's about to come to the end and y'all gonna
Girl,
just
they've been
live it.
saying the world was gonna come to an end since I was a little child.
Man, the world
Okay.
is not going nowhere. People go somewhere. We're going to an end. We're the ones that's gonna, not be here no more and evolve, become something else. Like I'm
Mhm.
saying, I'm like, listen, man, I'm not stupid. I'm not that little kid no more. Like I had questions. A lot of them I've answered them myself now by reading, doing my own research, asking a whole lot of questions to different people and listening. Not, shutting nobody down. I was like, oh, all right, what you saying sounds interesting. Let me go do my research. They wrong, they
Mhm.
wrong. If they right, they right. That's it. It's that simple. Like I'm not gonna sit here and argue nobody down. Like that's what we on here for. Like I'm not judging. I'm here learning from
Right.
you. You be making a point. Like right now, you spitting facts on top of facts right now because this is how everything really is. Nobody cares about nothing no more. Everybody's giving up. People are slacking.
And when when you know boy, we some great pretenders, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
We
Cause listen,
we can
growing up.
pretend that everything is all right and it ain't all right. Hey y'all, my life ain't been perfect. Don't think it's hey, I done went through some stuff too. And we the greatest pretenders. We'll for some reason we want everybody to think we're okay and then we're not okay.
That's a fact. It's like you were saying
We're
about the
not.
therapy. It's like you were saying about the therapy, right? I grew up in therapy. Like I was in therapy since I was 6. For the past 7 years, I haven't had therapy because my therapist has taught me what to do when I get panic
Yeah.
attacks, how to deal with them. When I'm feeling depressed, how what to do and stuff like that. And this worked for me, like on some real shit and a change of diet. Like people keep thinking therapy is for crazy people. When I was little, I used to think that because they were like, "Yo, you crazy because you therapy." I used to feel some type of way when I was like 10, 11, 12, 13. Them 3 years when people found out that I was going to therapy, they're like, "Why you going there? Is you crazy?" Da-da-da. I'm like, no, I'm not crazy. I'm just going there because I need somebody to talk to. Like, you taking medicine? No, no, I don't take medicine. I don't have to take medicine. That's actually is an option. My mom wanted me to, but as I became a teenager, they gave me the options. Like I used to spit them Jones out. I didn't want to be drugged up. Like my mom wanted me
Yeah.
drugged up for a reason, but no reason why. Because when they started me off with the medicine, and I was scared to talk, when I was drugged up, I was easy access, and people don't realize that. That's why when I
Oh.
got older and I was getting prescribed the Xannies, I just took them. It was numbing my pain. It's like I wasn't here no more. I wasn't reacting like other people react in other places because my depression was like I would like close myself up. I wouldn't talk to people for days. I would be in my head. At times I tried to commit suicide. Like it was crazy because I felt as though that nobody gave a fuck. I felt as though that I was fighting this alone. I felt as though my mom betrayed me. I felt as though like what the fuck am I doing? Why am I even here if everything I'm trying is worthless? That's how I felt when I was little. So it was like, damn. So yeah, therapy worked a lot and it did help me. Like for the past 7 years, I figured out how to manage and deal with a lot of situations that I have, like bipolar depression. People's like, oh, how you bipolar? How you got depression? I've had social workers ask me that question. I'm saying, I'm like, and the reason they ask, right? You got a gun license. What does my depression got to do with my gun license? Especially when I'm doing everything that I got to do. I'm like, let's make that one make sense. What you trying to say? Because I got a gun license and I've been diagnosed with bipolar depression. Oh, I'm just gonna take my life here because I feel some type of way. No, it don't work like that. It really doesn't work like that because I don't even think like that no more. Reason why is people, places, and things. You know how they tell an addict people, places, and things? Well, the same thing works for us when we're going through depression. We have to eliminate the negativity away from our lives. We have to eliminate the toxic people out of our lives. When we young, we can't do that because we don't know, we can't tell the difference. But when we're
Right.
older, we have the choice and we have the option. That's why I'm like, when people are older, I'm not getting it. Like, what is stopping you from making a difference? What is stopping you from making your own choices? I keep hearing, oh, my past is, well, your past is the excuse. You're holding yourself back. And I'm saying it because that's something my therapist used to always say. Let go of it. You have to let go. You have to learn how to love yourself in order to move on. And I didn't get that until I had my daughter. You know, the crazy
Girl,
part is
we
because,
all got a pass. Everybody
yeah,
got a pass.
all got a pass, but we can't keep using it as an excuse. Is
Right.
my
That
point.
and that ain't no excuse. Like right now, if I was to be doing some stupid stuff, you know whose fault it is? It's my fault.
Exactly.
Because I know better. I know that drugs don't mean me no good. I know drinking too fine.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
but nobody wants to tell the truth anymore. And then when you tell the truth,
It's made out to be a
and
lie.
see this is the problem I had growing up. Is it was like I looked at certain family members can do certain things. You didn't say nothing to them, but you jumping all over me.
Yeah, it's that preference stuff.
You know.
See, I don't know the
But
majority of
then,
my family, so
but
I don't know what
then,
that.
well, they say the parents know their kids
Yeah,
individually. And
but that.
so, what you thought that the parent was letting that child get away with wasn't really getting away. They gave you a hard time because they know that you were going to be the stronger person. That's how they
Mm,
tried to break it down to me. So I don't, you know,
so you the oldest, you know better. Da, 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 da.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, okay, I get what you're saying. Now I get it
yeah.
because I was like, wait, like I know we all got families, but my family was really just my mom and me and my brothers and sisters. So I didn't meet my mom's family until I got older, and I didn't know about my dad's family until my mom passed away. So yeah, like I didn't get to experience the family thing. My family to me was my elders, the ones that pulled me by the ear and say, "Yo, you messing up." And even though I got mad and stuff like that, like they kept going, they kept going, and they kept going. Like at times I used to lash out real bad to the point where, you as an elder, you will feel disrespected. Like I ain't messing with that child no more. It's got a demon in them. It's got a devil. And you've heard people say that shit. Like
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm
Hmm.
like, I'm thankful that these old heads kept going and kept going. Till this day, I got a whole social worker that still checks on me because she knows what I've been through. She was in my life, in and out my life since I was like 4 years old. And I'm sitting here, I was like, damn, like I can't believe this lady's still in my life, still rocking out with me, still looking out for me. Like she seen my kids grow up, she seen me grow up, a whole social worker. And you would think that all social workers are bad. I don't rock with social workers. I don't like them because a lot of them don't do their damn job. When they do come to a family's home, they come to a family home that is doing their job and they want to take the kids, ignoring the fact that there's another family over there abusing their kids. That's why I don't really like DHS or none of that stuff. But there are some good workers out there that really do look out for kids and want to help them because I had one. But in this era, where they at is a few of them. Like they really don't exist.
Well,
You
do
can
you think like they might have been good, but the system that made them be the way they are?
everything that I've learned with DHS makes me trust the system less now because me seeing everything that's happening, and you know that I talk a lot about the sex trafficking, and I do my research on that.
Yeah.
And learning, and the last case that I was doing was the Allie Carter case. I think it was her name. And I'm sitting
Mm-hmm.
here, this Sean is deep, deep, deep. That's why I'm like, yo, like that P. Diddy situation. P. Diddy was mentioned in the Allie Carter case. That's why I'm like, P. Diddy should have been put away. But I was like, people haven't done their research all the way down to the, a lot of
Girl,
people was mentioned.
when when a person been talking about a person and what
Mm-hmm.
nobody listening, I ain't trying to hear nothing y'all got to say about that man now.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. The same shit. Like, you doing the
You
Diddy?
know,
No.
you
I already
know,
know
like
the.
I'm not jumping on no bandwagon. People
Yep.
told y'all years ago. I mean, I can remember. Uh,
But I
it
mentioned
was
him
a guy.
because the Allie Carter situation was deep. Like that, she was put in the sex in the trafficking because of DHS, and she's not the only kid. It's a lot of kids out here that don't have family that really care for them, and when these families get put in, they get put in, whether it's a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they get put down as a problem child and into that system and trafficked. Y'all see them Walmart signs that they have online and all that? That's not a joke. That shit real. You know how they talking about how these sneakers got these shoes with names and all these clothings and all that? That's not a
Mhm.
and that shit real. That's really sex trafficking online in front of our eyes, and we're sitting here like nothing. I'm like, wait. You see how they got a shoe named Ashley or something named Tiffany or something named Rachel or Mike? Like, like we gotta really open up our eyes. This shit came out on the news and everything, and nobody really paid attention to it. That's why I was like, yo, all this shit is happening in front of our eyes and no one paying attention. Like, what world is they in? They're not noticing that at any given moment, your child could be a part of this.
Right, right. I just don't know what to do. You know,
We
you
can't
you
do nothing
know
until everybody's united
the
because
the parents when we have activities, half the parents don't bring their kids to them.
mm-hmm.
Um, see, I'm in the community now. Next week, we trying to help girls go to prom. You know, going around collecting dresses and stuff because most parents can't afford three,
That's
four,
true.
$500 for a prime dress. That's
Yep.
another. These
Miss April, you lost in the matrix. Yeah, Miss April got lost in the matrix. She's coming right back. I'm not sure if she got the mute on.
$1,000, $1,200 on decorating the place and stuff. I'm like, we just do too much. We doing too much. We 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 trying to fit into society, and we trying to take things like we're rich, and it's not all about that. We
That's
want
a
to
fact.
show out. We want to show out for other people. For what? Hell, you don't even know if your kid what grades they got.
No,
You're
some of
not
these
even
families.
going. You're not even going to the damn PTA meetings. You're not even going to the schools. Well, half of them even graduate. But when it come to being seen, oh man, we going over the top. Mm-mm. No,
Just
no.
Listen, man, talking about all this stuff, I see how people really just talk and they don't really care. Some people are just talking to talk, like just to fit in, like, all right, this is the trend right now, let me talk about it. For real, for real. Like, I've already noticed that. Because if everybody really cared and we really wanted to do something, everybody would get together and actually get it done. But people is making excuses, like I said.
You going in and out.
Oh, me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I was saying that like it's just too many excuses right now for everything. Like people know the truth. It's right in the
And
front of our faces. That some of them don't care. They just really don't care. They care, you know
so,
when the
if
devil
you know the
knocking at their
truth,
door.
right, right. And let me tell you, 2024, it's only April. Okay. If your eyes ain't open now, I don't know what to tell you people. I don't know what to tell you people. And just because they showing what's going on in Hollywood, don't get it twisted and think, oh, it ain't happening here. You know, this only happens in Hollywood.
Uh-uh.
No. Children are being abused daily.
Kids are being trafficked. Not just
They're
kids,
being
adults.
trafficked. And I don't, like I say, if we start finding these people and they start chopping their D's and B's off, this stuff will stop. See, ain't no fear. There's no fear. See, it's got to be some fear. What do half of them care about going to prison? And most of them that way anyway. They don't, you know, they already like that. They don't care about going to prison, bending over, being a booty bandit. And the women
This,
too. Don't
I'll
think it's just a man thing. It's a women thing too. Women, women are abused.
Oh yeah, that's true, man. I've seen some women beat these men, and these men don't do
In the
nothing.
black
Like,
community.
yep.
There
I'm sitting
has
here like, what?
been, there has been sing, single black women have been raising kids for so long. So I'm not even getting ready to say where's the father, because I know a lot of women. I had a father. My parents, they were married. But, you know, the fathers do need to be in the house. But there is a lot of women that have raised fine kids, and a lot of women that did the jobs. Well, you could never be a father because can't no woman teach no. Well, let me take that back because some
Miss
women
April,
know how to teach. Huh?
Miss April, right? Let me ask you this. If I was a kid, if I was a teenager asking you this, right, what would your answer be to me? And I'm about to ask you right now, right?
Okay.
If if all of us knowing that back in the 1940s, right, the welfare came in and divided the, the double parent homes, which what I mean by that is they gave the women welfare, asked the fathers to move out, blah blah blah. Y'all know the story how it went.
Yeah.
Um, right? If we all know that, because I had a kid ask me this, and it has had me thinking for the longest. Why in the world won't we break the cycle by us, our generation, marrying who we want to marry and buy houses and start the families the way we want to? Why do we keep doing it the way the system has it when we can break it? And I'm sitting here, I'm like,
Because
yo, this
we've
is
been
a
brainwashed.
this is a
We've
12-year
been
old little
brainwashed to think that we can do it all on a man.
but
I
if a
needed a
12 year
man.
if a 12-year-old girl could think like that, why can't us adults think like that? If she's figured it out, what's taking so long for the adults to figure it out? Because I know I figured it out. I'm 34 years old. I know I figured it out a little too late, but I figured it out, and that's what matters.
Because society done made women think. Yeah. But society got these women twisted. They don't
Hmm.
need a man. Use a damn lie.
But they need that welfare, huh?
Got them thinking they don't need a man. Ain't nothing a man can do for them. You know.
If
So they kept it going
yep,
through a
and,
whole nother programming.
and these
You
kids don't
know,
learn to get
I can
out.
do it by myself.
And what's crazy is a lot of these kids are figuring it out,
Sorry.
and they're not getting the answers they need. And like I said, I was like, yo, we need a lot of our old heads back. That's why I respect you. Like, listen, man, I give you your roses. You deserve them because you don't just speak to your community over there. You come on this YouTube platform to speak to other parents and maybe other, the youth that wants to join to listen. So I gotta respect you for that and give you your flowers because at the end of the day, what you're doing is what these kids need. Like we need our elders back. We don't got a lot of them. Me personally, I cannot say I respect the elders out here the way I used to. Because I grew up with real elders, the ones that, like I said, used to pull me by the ear, tell me my shit things, give me advice, lecture me if they had to. These elders out here don't give a no more, and a lot of these kids don't respect the elders. So it's kind of like, that's why I'm like, yo, I give you my respect. You earn, like, you deserve that respect because you out here, you preaching, and you're not giving up. These elders nowadays don't do that.
You know, I cannot stand a man that don't claim they kids. I can't do nothing for you. A man that don't take care of their kids, and it don't have to be financially. And then you get with a woman that's got kids. Now don't get it twisted now. You you with that woman, so that child, but you better incorporate your child in there too. You should not be treating nobody else's child better than your own.
That's this new era
And
stuff.
then
Like,
we co-sign this type of behavior. Like people need to be where your kids at. So I'm gonna keep on talking. I'm gonna keep on talking. My son's father didn't give me a dime in child support, and really didn't do too much. And I told him I was gonna live with him. So he was mad about it, and that's just exactly what he did. Kids can't eat air, so yeah, financially too. Work 3 jobs if you have to. Well, that's what I'm saying. They like to talk about the latchkey kids, but like I said, It was some back in the day. If that mother was working, you didn't open that door for nobody. Nobody. You didn't let people just come in your house. But then again, it was a whole different area because a whole different era because it was the village back then. Because if somebody saw somebody going to your house, they was gonna tell. Now folks don't want you telling them nothing now. They know it all. You can't tell them nothing. They got the right answers. They know it all. Yeah, but that's what we've let society do to us. I was hoping and praying for some type of unity, uh, sisterhood
That's what
unity, all these type
that's
of
what we
unities. It ain't gonna happen because y'all too busy. You know, everybody want to be the head bitch or head nigga in charge. You know, some people got to learn to be Indians and just sometimes just listen. But everybody want to be in charge. You can't get nothing accomplished like that. You
nope.
know,
They all want to be the boss. Like I want to be the boss. I want to be. You know what's crazy? Like I tell people, you don't want to be a boss. Y'all all could be bosses, but the crazy part about it is y'all too busy stabbing each other in the back. You want that one, guys, or you want to do better than this one when you should be trying to be better than you. Because if you try to be better than you don't have to worry about nobody else around you.
girl, I don't have a car. I
A
do
who?
not have a car. No, I don't have a car. I get
A car?
disability every month, right? I don't have a car because you know what? I am 61 years old. I get a certain amount of money, and I'll be damned if most of my check getting ready to go for car note and car insurance.
well,
I I,
I don't
I
drive.
don't have to front. I don't have to front for nobody. You know, I got for mm-mm.
I'm on the same boat. Shit, I don't have a car. I'm helping the environment.
Yeah.
I walk.
Mhm.
Bikes. Real good. Like I don't
Well,
drive, and I don't drive because I don't. I just don't know how to park. It's not that I don't know how to drive. It's that parking. But for me, I say like it's even better. Like you, people say I'm crazy because of that. I don't care. Like shit, it's gonna be a point in time where we're not gonna be able to use these cars. Like what's gonna happen when y'all can't use the cars? Like I tell people, like if we go off the grid for 3 days and there's no electricity, no nothing, I think some of y'all will actually be in a coffin right now. Y'all will die without no cell phone, no electricity, no nothing. It's like if y'all can't go outside and have some family time, you can't pick up a book and entertain yourself for one quick second.
who who sits down? Have you have you ever have you been to somebody's house and everybody sitting at the table, everybody on their phones, ain't nobody.
Oh, StreamYard kicked off in April. But I know what she was saying. No, like the last time I sat at a table and had a family dinner was when I was like 14 years old. And it was because my mom made that dinner, and after that, everything went to the left. I haven't seen nobody sit at a table and have a family dinner with no phones and no TV since I was little. I know what she was going with. It's been a while, right? It's been a while since we've seen anybody sit at a table and eat dinner without no phones, no nothing. Shit, I think it's rare. Like it's only a few families around here that sit here and do Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff like that as a family. Like a lot of stuff has changed. Like when you come on
Okay.
social media, you hear everybody saying, "Oh, I was at my family." Da, da, da. It be some people, but it's not as many people as y'all think. Y'all come to the hood, maybe two to three, four houses got family reunions when it's like Christmas, Thanksgiving, and stuff like that. You don't see no people reuniting or coming together or checking on each other or nothing like that. You see family members fighting each other, arguing each other, distant, hating each other, the same way as friends. Like the unity isn't the way there used to be unity in community, but that don't exist no more.
And then they talk about the holidays. They don't celebrate them. Well, you know what? If they didn't have holidays, you people wouldn't, y'all wouldn't get together. So
Facts.
I don't want to hear this. Well, no, don't know. I don't. A lot of people don't celebrate the holidays, but it's the only time some of y'all can get together. So instead of talking about I don't celebrate this, just just look at the positive. It's a day off with pay. Mostly everybody's off, and make your own tradition. But then you got those the woke people now. Well, we don't celebrate holidays. Okay. So, are you going to sponsor a family dinner? Are you going to say, um, come over to my house this Sunday, bring a dish so we can get together? Hell no. Nope. Ain't none of y'all gonna do that. Mm-mm. Cause half of y'all ain't gonna contribute, and the cost of food is so expensive now. So you got to look at, if I bring three people, I should at least donate $30. But people don't think like that. But you don't have to celebrate Easter. Yes, it's a pagan holiday, but are you gonna? Will people just get their kids to and dye eggs, hunt for Easter eggs? Are you gonna make them up baskets throughout the year, like even for their birthday? Look at the positive instead of talking about what you don't celebrate. Tell your kids this ain't got nothing to do with God. Or, this is Resurrection Day. So I think a lot of people use that now as an excuse not to participate or anything. That's just my personal opinion. When people say, "Oh, I don't celebrate this, I don't celebrate that." Okay. So let me know when you having the family dinner, when you sponsoring it, and then I'll be there. Let me know when I could bring my nieces and nephews over. When you gonna dye eggs and things. And there's a whole lot of traditions that
Mm,
people
or people could
can
just
get together.
like,
I mean, all of the cousins that got kids, instead of y'all being in competition with each other, y'all can get all of y'all kids together. But, you know, the one that's got the better paying job, she want to go all out, you know, try to shame the ones that don't. Oh, I know you people will. Yeah. And don't expect everybody to be spending thousands of dollars. I know people that got money and ain't spending thousands of dollars on no parties and stuff. Just some good old simple fun.
That's a
But
fact.
then, but then check this out, Ryder. See, this is where the problem comes in. Society got these girls and boys so messed up that they think they've got to have all of these items. The designer purses, uh, hair done, nails done, lashes, and y'all not even working. You're not even bringing grays. Half of them not even doing chores. So then that's how a lot of them too end up getting trafficked because society done programmed them that they should have all of this. So now they looking for that older man and they selling their bodies. Yeah, it's just twisted, girl. It's getting worse. The older I get, the worse I see things getting. It's getting worse. And I just don't have no answers. I mean, all I can do is just tell it like it is and hope somebody get the message. Yeah, a $15 pool and watermelon and barbecue once in a while won't even break the bank. No. Mm-mm. You know what? But again, society got y'all thinking you shouldn't fool with this family member because they toxic. No, because they tell you about your asses. They ain't toxic. We addictions, alcoholism, all of this stuff been going on for years and years and but some of y'all don't even talk to family because they're not living the way you think they should live. Some girls and men, if they like working at Walmart or they didn't go to college, they still are great people. Degrees don't make a person. It just gives them more money to think they can control people. And then kids grow up and they see this type of adult behavior. So y'all better get y'all shit together. Start bringing back some family unity. Get to know your people. Ain't none of y'all no better than the next. Everybody got issues. And the child needs to feel. They need to feel love and they need to see the love. Don't need them going out looking for love in all the wrong places.
That's a
Sit
fact.
down and then girls, girls don't need to see abuse and boys don't need to. Girls think it's normal, boys think it's normal. We got so many traditions to break. I just don't know anymore. All I know is I'm looking at the world now through different eyes. And I do know this year, 2024, if y'all don't see what the higher power is doing, now it's right in your face now. It's right in your face. If you didn't know, you should know. Now, he done put it all in our face. What you gonna do about it is the question. Are y'all gonna still keep living the same way? What do you think 2024 means, Ryder?
It's supposed to be the year of exposure, the year of change, but people are too scared to break free from the change in society and be who they truly meant to be.
Society is man-made rules to get you to spend money. Society got y'all thinking you should have $500 hair, nails, eyelashes. Society don't, got y'all thinking the wrong thing. And then social media ain't helped. I can remember somebody talking about, they was gonna be on social media, they was gonna TikTok and all of this. And I'm sitting there like, really? They want to talk about how one person then moved from an apartment to a house. Okay, and let that person do one thing wrong and they drop them. Back to the ghetto they go. So you're not even owning your own stuff. You still working for somebody else. Don't get caught up in that high neither people. But you can't tell people nothing. You know, the minute you do one thing wrong, they drop you like a hot potato. So how is my future gonna be into TikTok or something else? That's and I made all of this money, but then I did something wrong and I don't even exist anymore. I'm replaceable.
That's a fact, Miss April. But see, one of the biggest solutions would be a lot of these parents being responsible, checking on their kids, like you were saying earlier, right? And we need to like listen. If you not into traditions like I am, I'm not into traditions and stuff like that. I don't celebrate holidays. Start your own traditions. Listen to what Miss April was saying. If you don't want to follow a tradition, right? Just
Hmm.
start your own tradition with your own kids. Just find a way to spend time with your kids and make it a tradition if you don't want to do it the traditional way. Like we could break free. We're just making excuses to keep following this trend that's been going on for a while. Like we know that the molestation, the sex trafficking has existed for a while, right? And changes have been tried to be made. What's crazy is social media was made for something completely different than what it's being used for now, right? Right now, social media is making it easier for the sex trafficking, for kids to go missing, for kids to do
Hmm.
dumber shit, right? So instead of us dividing each other, we do need to come together. That's the number one solution we got. It's us coming together and either making our own little villages, our own like as people want to call it nowadays, communities. For those that don't want to say villages, I'm sorry to say it, but um, and come up with our own rules and laws, which it can be done. But people is so overcoming. I don't know what it is. It's too much hatred, too much envy, too
Well,
much.
there's too much of people thinking you jealous of them.
Yes,
I could not stand when the first thing will come out of a person's mouth, especially a bitch mouth, is they jealous. Baby, first of all, I want to make this clear. I ain't jealous of nobody. I have a great support system. We got issues, and I'm glad to be living. Now, I will say this. I had, I like rap music. Do you know, back in the day, I had some parents, looking down on me because I liked rap music. And I still like rap music. I do. And I respect rap music because when you sit down and you listen to rap, even back in the day, the gangster rap, those people were telling us a story of what they went through or what they saw. It was their poetry. And so, and a lot of the rap music was giving messages. Yeah. And so, we got our own little hang up. You know, we don't want our kids around this person because of that. When I was coming up, we went over every relative's house. I had alcoholics on both sides. We pull up to certain relatives' houses and everybody was outside. Under a tree, drinking, doing everything. But that was still our family. Ain't nobody perfect. But y'all call them type of people too ghetto for y'all. You can learn a lot of knowledge going sitting under them trees, listening to them people that's got them cans of beer and cans stacked up that they gonna take to the recycling place for money. You better go
yeah.
sit back and listen to them.
The crazy part, Miss April, is that era don't exist no more. Our elders are
Yeah,
not here no more. So it's like
yeah.
the ones that are left to be elders now are not doing what they're supposed to do. I'm not. They're not even leading by example. And what they leading is the kids to do. To get. They leading the kids into their own destruction.
Well,
And
it's like this. No, people need to be honest.
mm-hmm.
Like,
Facts.
they need to be honest. You know, if they see their parents struggling with something, whether it's alcoholism and stuff, should no other family member be in their ear talking about them. They need to know in life there's gonna be some struggle,
Yep.
but they
That all
don't want
exists.
to. They want. See, we think everything is picture perfect.
Facts. It's not.
Now, so we had my Aunt Medea, right?
She said Medea.
Yeah, yeah. We called my aunt, her name was Medea.
Okay.
And she stayed in church from sunup to sundown, smoked cigarettes all the way down to the filters, and will cuss you out in a heartbeat. Then I had my Aunt Doris. That was more of, I'm going to show y'all kids. She taught us how to catch the trains and buses downtown to L. And we used to go to the State and Lake Theater to watch the James Bond movies. So, of course, my Aunt Medea was like, them kids, you just trying to show them how to catch the buses in L so you can run the street. Shoot, we was going downtown watching the movies. So, it's going to always be stuff going on. But if you don't take the kids around the relatives, they won't know. Every family ain't perfect, but they can still learn something. Oh, your Baba, ain't nobody getting ready to have no rent party. Hell, folks don't even wanna help people out on YouTube. I've seen people on here talking about they was having problems, and I tried my best to help them with what few little coins I had. People ain't good at. They scared you might get $1 more than they get. And I'ma tell y'all what I see in this world right now. Well, I should say the people of the world. Just be, you never had an old cussing auntie. That's why you adopted me. Girl, yeah, I'll cuss you, I'll love you all in the same breath. Um, I'll even go to the club with you. So will. My
You
my
okay, Miss
nieces,
April?
huh? Yeah, girl,
You
I
okay?
just got a little cold. This so crazy weather. Shoot.
Okay,
And
I
then
know you.
this my month. When I was in South Carolina, the pollen, well, it was awful down there. They had all kind of pollen alerts. Man, Claritin D over the counter is expensive. Now it's like $20. Uh, but I mean, I had to buy it and take it. But this the year. This is my month, y'all, April. But I sure don't like the showers, especially since I've got arthritis now. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, high as rent is, y'all gonna have to do something. People gonna have to live together. Another thing too, uh, sometimes we need to maybe start keeping our kids at home a little longer too, Ryder. The way things are nowadays. See, back at my age, everybody couldn't wait to grow up and move out. But I don't know about now. It's too much. It's way worse than when I was coming up. So when people have all their kids under one roof and be like, oh, they got them old grown kids. No, I understand it now. I'd rather have my kids. If I had a big house and a bunch of kids, I probably would want them under my roof, but they can't live with me for free. But things is hard. It's hard. There's nothing wrong with you staying with your parents till you get enough money saved and get out there. Rent is high now, so people going to have to learn how to get along with each other. Well, the landlords, they have to raise the rent because the taxes and stuff is going up. They insurance. You have people stay
Yeah, that's
in
true,
your
but
unit.
that's
They
true,
they
Miss A.
they
But
tear them up.
remember,
They
Miss A,
tear your units up. You got to pay for repairing them. I mean, it's
you
not
hear me?
easy being a landlord. I know people that own properties. One that's trying to sell one right now. They're tired. People don't value anything anymore.
Yeah, but there's some landlords that we like around here. We call them slumlords because there's a lot of people here that need a place. They able, they clean, they got their kids, they responsible and stuff like that. But the landlords, what they do is they'll come, they buy these houses, they patch it up, make it look like it's good for when it's time to rent.
Yeah.
Yo, these be falling on people and they begging like, yo, I don't got money to go to another place. I don't got time to, do this and do that. Houses falling on people and they don't care. They heartless. Like I'm saying here, like you got these people paying $2,000 to $3,000 a month. It
Did you
shouldn't even.
feel the earthquake, Ryder?
Oh yeah, we felt that John the other day.
Yeah, I thought about you. I
That
think I was.
that
Yeah,
John
that was rare, right? It's rare to have earthquakes in New York, right?
because that wasn't an earthquake. Well, if you this is your channel, I don't know if I could say it. I was watching the international news, and it just so happened that at the same time we shook, the same time they bombed this way.
Oh, okay.
You see my point? That's why I was like,
Yeah,
obviously we're gonna feel that. It's gonna be everybody's gonna feel that. We close to each other. That's why like it's rare.
oh,
Philadelphia don't get earthquakes. We do not feel that. Like we do not
yeah,
get none of that. We don't get floods unless it's raining real hard and the sewers get flooded and stuff like that. But other than that, no, we don't get the type of stuff that other cities and other states and other countries get. Is a little different over here. Like we barely get
yeah,
snow
yeah. We
on some
don't
real.
get that much snow, but back in the day, girl, we used to have blizzards.
Yeah, back then I heard about Philly having snow blizzards and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But I don't. I've been doing my research. Philly's never had earthquakes, never had tremors, never had none of that. No hurricanes, no twisters, none of that has come through Philly.
Okay. Oh, that's
So
right.
it's
You
kind of
in Philly. Yeah.
so it was rare. I was like, yo, an earthquake in Philly? Like,
Philadelphia. I always remember that movie, Philadelphia, with Tom Hanks. And who played his lawyer?
oh, I don't know. I didn't watch that movie. I'm more of a
Yeah,
horror
it's
person.
the
Like,
city of brotherly love.
They're supposed to be. But
Yeah.
it's more where you see this is the city that they call brotherly love, but you see brothers killing brothers on sight. So it's kind of like, where is the love? They
Yeah.
got brothers killing brothers and sisters killing sisters.
Hey, Naveed.
All for nothing. Like it be crazy out here. Yeah, listen, we had one of the famous structures get cracked in Philadelphia because of that earthquake, as they call it.
Mm-hmm.
So one
Oh,
famous structure got cracked. Wait, why you put my camera on?
hey. Oh, look at the
Say
little
hi.
girl. She just is cute.
She turned my camera
Hey,
on. I'm like, wait, what?
girl, if they turn mine on, I might scare y'all. I'm going to scare y'all for a minute.
Go ahead.
Ah! Ah!
She just want to show her slime.
Hey, look at her. She just as cute as she want to be.
Say thank you.
You so passionate with your poetry when you be writing. It's really good.
Oh, this way, baby.
Your mama gonna protect her kids. You gonna protect your kids. Hmm.
Through thick and thin, like, and trust me, I go through hell protecting them because I got my kid's father's mom. She just don't get tired of making my life hell. I'm saying him like you would think you being a grandmom saying that you care so much as you brag, instead of making my life hell, help your grandkids. Don't help me, help them. It
Girl, that's
don't
excuses.
be like that. It don't be like
That's
that. Like
excuses. Cause if she wanted to help, she would just help. It wouldn't matter how you living or what you doing. She would just go buy the kids stuff or
yeah.
whatever. She don't want to give you the money. Them
What she'll do
excuses.
No, this is what she does. She'll ask them if they need anything, if they want something. They'll tell them what they'll tell her what they want. Then she'll come here and charge me. I'm sitting here, I'm like, are you serious? Like that's basically Indian giving on some real shit because I'm still paying you. So what's the point of offering my kids? Like, lady, if you don't get out my life and then you be talking you be talking too much. That lady is. That's why I'm like, I be telling people like I created my own family. Like when you go through a lot, like sometimes you have to be the one that break the cycle. And I chose to break the cycle. Like I'm raising my kids on my own with those that are helping me. Like I got my kids' godmother on my side. I got a couple of people that are around me. I don't call them friends. They're way more than friends. Like they've hopped
Yeah,
oceans for me. See, they way past the friendship. So they family to me.
right.
Like big bro, they my big sister, and we look out for each other. So far as we become a village, to the point where I was like, yo, if we could all do this, like it'll be so different. Like I've even talked about like people talk about how the wait. People talking about how the bills and everything are going high. I know that. But if people take their pride to the side and a couple of us get together, right, and we like for example, my mom left me this house. If I decided to say, yo, look, listen, I trust you, da 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 da, and we could all come together, stay in this house, you get on your feet, you save your money, you get on your feet, help me out while you here, but you gotta save your bread. I want you to get on your feet. And that's how we
Right.
all get on our feet. But people can't do that. Like you said, people is too quick to judge or hate or envy. They want what the next person wants, or they feel as though like you're hating on them or you're jealous of them for whatever reason it is. I'm like, yo,
And nobody, just because your house is paid for, that don't mean ain't no that people supposed to live with you for free. You got taxes. You got upkeep. See, that's the ignorance in our people. You know, why would anybody think they can live somewhere for free? You got to contribute something. So I guess people think
that's a
that
fact.
you're rich. They think you rich or you don't need anything because you don't have to pay rent, but you raising kids. the cost of food, you got taxes, you got the upkeep. See, those are the ignorant people to me. Those are ignorant user people in my book because you can't live anywhere for free. You got to contribute something. And if you rented somebody out a room, they should be glad to give you money. But we have the sick society, you know, they rather they don't want to help you because the house is paid for, which is stupid and ignorant. Yeah, and knowing you got to pay taxes. But again, that's where the ignorant people come in at. So, yeah. And me, I make no apologies for the way I talk. I make no apologies. I'm just going to tell it like it is. And like I say, uh, I learned a whole lot too. I am thankful. Thankful. It was a lot of things that I had to learn on my own that my mother did not teach me. So don't think just because I talk like this. No. My mother didn't even tell me about sex. So there's a lot of things. That's why I try to talk and tell people things you should talk to your kids about. And that's how we're supposed to get better and advance in this world is by talking about things and trying to break different curses and generational curses. But people don't want to do that. They want to act like everything is A-OK. You still there, Ryder?
Yes, I've been listening to everything you've been saying, and you spitting
Oh,
some
okay.
gems.
Yeah.
I'm soaking.
Huh?
I said I'm soaking in the knowledge.
Yeah. So I feel like it's my duty to come on here and just talk and tell people the real deal. I feel like that's my duty. And I have a son. He didn't listen to me. Now he listens to me, you know. So don't think my life is all that perfect, y'all. No, no, no. Mm-mm. My own kid didn't listen to me. He would say he got this, he got this. So he's had some costly lessons, and I tried to be open and talk to him. So some kids listen, some don't.
And some kids take a little longer to get it together. Like some of us
Yeah.
don't realize things until we hit our mid 20s. So we can't expect
Well,
them to
I'm gonna
figure.
tell y'all like this. So you know they they put stuff in the prenatal vitamins. The black women and the white women, they gave them different prenatal vitamins. There's a lot of things, and don't be talking about I'm a conspiracy theorist. These are facts. Um, and you
All they
know,
gotta do is read the labels. They'll see the difference.
yeah, And so I'm tired. And where in the hell are my damn glasses at? Y'all know this is a shame. I can't even find my glasses, and I don't even have them on this time. Yeah. So there's a lot of things that's been put in place for people not to succeed and people not to think. Cause we were coming along so well. And see, that's why the good Lord wants y'all to see and take heed why he done exposed y'all. Where in the hell are my glasses? Oh Lord. Okay, I guess they around here somewhere.
It's a fact. Look, hey, bro, I gotta tell my daughter real quick. I'm about to hop down to
Yeah,
the chat.
y'all. I'm getting ready to get off. I hope y'all learned something from this show. For the kids, because there are some talented kids out here. Try to be with your child. Don't send them with no complete strangers. Uh, I don't have the answers. I can't make people bring their kids to events. I can't. I'm gonna be honest. I've gotten tired. I really have. And I see why a lot of people, when they say they tired and they frustrated, because we are some of the most hard-headed people. We don't want our people to anything. All have a great day. I'm ready to take some more cold medicine and go back to sleep and lay around and relax. Thank you, Ryder, for joining me.
Same to you. Thank you for
Okay.
inviting me, bro.
All
Appreciate
right.
you.
Okay. Everybody have a great day. Okay, everybody have a great day. Peace out. I'm out. Where the hell are my glasses?